Well, I'm Lamb. This is Lamb Levity, and it's not looking so great for the young lady that has a baby with the baby. That doesn't sound great or right at all, does it? But she does have a baby with the baby. DaniLeigh's who I'm talking about. This story tonight rather, is about Danny who has found herself in some legal troubles. She was arrested and charged with a DUI after an alleged hit and run in at Miami Beach on Memorial Day weekend. But it gets deeper. It gets deeper. The whole situation is crazy. Let's dive into it. It went down early in the early hours of Tuesday morning, around 2 a.m. According to the police, DaniLeigh, whose real name is Danielle Carriel, I guess is how it's pronounced, allegedly hit a man on a moped while driving a car while drunk, basically. Driving drunk, which is stupid in itself. I mean, we are in a time now where you do not have to get behind the wheel of a car when you're intoxicated. I don't get behind the wheel of a car at all. I mean, I prefer to be driven. Listen, nobody has to drive when you don't feel when you're not in the right mindset, or if you don't have the ability to drive. Meaning, intoxicated, high on drugs, you don't have to drive. Why? Because there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's so many other driving services, car services, taxi cab, yellow cab still around, buses, trains, a lot of ways to get around, but of course the train. But again, you get the point. Lots of ways to get around. So if you have friends, your friends that are with you are really your friend, they would not let you. Remember that it sounds cliche. He started saying, "Don't let your friends drive drunk." But what happens if we all full? We all then got wasted. White girl wasted, if you will. What if we all little Twitter paid it? Guess what? Somebody need to have that Uber app, Uber Black, Uber, whatever one called XL. Or get your big SUV. You don't have to drive intoxicated. You can come back and get your car later. Matter of fact, why would you even go out? Why would you go out and drive knowing that you're going to be drinking? Memorial Day weekend, why would you take your car? It's a little irresponsible. But let me get back to this. I'm sorry. I did not mean to go on that tangent. But this is... Okay. Witnesses at the scene claim that DaniLeigh was driving at a high speed. She was speeding in a gray Benz with a passenger. And then when she collided with the man's moped, it didn't stop there. There's more. Reports state that she continued driving, dragging the moped for a whole block, not realizing she's dragging a whole person. Could have killed this person. People tried to get her attention to let her know that she was dragging a moped with her Mercedes Benz. She kept going. So full, so pissy drunk that she didn't realize that she was dragging a whole motorcycle. Ain't that something? Be so drunk you drag a whole motorcycle? No. And things took a turn when one brave bystander alerted the police officer, I guess a police officer that was in the area, about the hit and run. Eventually, DaniLeigh was pulled over. She stopped, provided her license and registration, and things got a little crazy even then. According to the report, officials claimed that they could smell alcohol, of course, coming from the car. They also know that DaniLeigh's motor skills were sluggish. They could tell she was white girl wasted. Not only was she white girl wasted, sorry white girls that's listening and watching this, her passenger was intoxicated as well. It was a hot mess. They were both detained, hand restraints, and when questioned, DaniLeigh denied hitting anyone. And she denied drinking. Come on, you went out in Miami and you didn't drink? Is that what you want the police to think, or anybody to think? And yet you run over somebody, you drag somebody, you don't realize something wrong. You something. If you didn't drink, you smoked, sniffed, snorted, inhaled, injected something. Had to have. Had to have. The plot thickens. DaniLeigh agreed to undergo several field sobriety tests for his mistake. You shouldn't just automatically agree to do that, especially when you know you're drunk. And she failed him, of course. Cuffs came off. When the cuffs came out, and she was arrested on the spot. She was taken to the Miami Beach breath testing room, where she took two breathalyzer tests rather. It showed that she was 0.0. She had an blood alcohol level of 0.145, and then the other one was 0.148, and that's double, about more than double the legal limit for Florida. But she didn't drink. She didn't drink anything. She didn't drink nothing. All she had was a Smirnoff, perhaps. And let's not forget about the victim, though, in all this. The man who was on the moped. The report said he suffered 2 non-life-threatening injuries, but that's BS. His spine allegedly got cracked and has a kidney laceration. That's life-threatening. What am I saying? Even if it ain't life-threatening immediately, that could create both of those could create long-term effects. And I think I just read where now the guy's paralyzed. Allegedly. I could have sworn I saw he said he's paralyzed. He might be getting paid. Come on. If she don't, I think she should definitely be getting jail time. That sounds like felony manslaughter to me. Attempted manslaughter, something. You didn't ruin the person's life because you just chose to drink and be irresponsible while you got kids and a whole career. I'm curious though, what are y'all thoughts on this whole situation? I don't think I'm being too harsh in my assessment of this. If you think so, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. What should happen to her in this situation? It's a hot mess. Anyway, I'm Lamb. This is Lamb Levity. Again, let me know what you guys think. Should she go to jail? Should she get probation? What should she be charged with? Should she be charged with attempted murder? Should she be charged with it's gonna be something you gotta do with what's it called? Negligence or something. It's gonna be negligence, something or another, I bet you. But I'm no attorney. But I'm curious what you think it should be. And should the person get some cash money? Should they? Should they? Peace out.